I'm Peter Kalmstrom of kalmstrom.com Business Solutions. In this demonstration, I'll show you how to install Pivot Explorer on the on-premises versions of SharePoint. I'm showing this in the subscription edition of SharePoint, but the same procedure almost exactly works on all versions from 2013 to 2016 and 2019. First of all, you have a SharePoint site, and that's all the permissions you need. If you have one SharePoint site and you are the owner of that site, that's all the permissions that you need. You go into site contents and you verify that you have the site assets library. If you don't have that library, then you go into site settings, find the site features and enable one of the features that include that. For example, the wiki homepage one does enable the site assets library. So now we have one of those. That's the first step. Second step is to go back into site settings, find the solutions gallery, and there you upload your WSP file that you've downloaded from the kalmstrom.com website, and then you activate that solution in your site. And once you have that, then you go back into the site settings and find your way back into site features again. And there you now have a new feature, which is the Pivot Explorer for SharePoint there. So you activate that, and that adds the files into the site assets library and also adds a custom action that displays the buttons needed in all lists. So that's what's happening. If we go into site contents now, you'll see the site assets there. And if I do create a new list under site contents, I can work with that. Or if I already have a list, I can work directly with that. I can also go directly into the ASPX file here, just open that, and it will create the reports list for me, and I can create the example data here. So I'm just going to create the summaries list, for example, there. And it's going to create some items, and it's also going to create some reports there. So there you see I have 3 reports and some data there. So that concludes the demo on how to install Pivot Explorer on SharePoint on-premise. But there's one more thing I want to show you, and that's just that this, of course, works now in the modern UI, but one of the reasons you might still be on-premises that you like the classic mode. So if we change this list now to go to classic mode, of course, everything will work there also. So I go into advanced settings here and go for the classic experience, and I'm just going to show you that it all works beautifully in classic also. So in here under the items, then you go to Pivot Explorer, and there you have your report. Thank you for watching this demo.